Yeah, I'm gonna get these straps and I'm gonna go over there and take his shit too.
All right. Errol, congratulations. Terrific fight this evening.
Thank you, man. Down. Strap season. I know what time it is, baby. Terrence, I'm coming for that motherfucking belt.
All right.
I'm not catching fades anymore. Gotta keep my hands clean when they come for the board. Keep it smooth like a dawn, making moves in the dark. Cause I learned how to swim in the pool full of sharks. Now they coaches, cause they can't read all his motions. How the kid never switched codes, but he code switch focus. Staring down your team with a frozen, ice cold look that could end the summer solstice. Cause I'm more like the top dog. Keep on running game and the gang will accost y'all. I be calling plays from a plane while I'm off court. But we ain't the same, you a lame, I'm a mob star. Actually, I'm a top dog on a stat sheet. Off court, but I call plays for the athlete. Laughing when the cop cars try to catch me. Cause I rolled off in a taxi. Put my feet up, I'm relaxing. Singing Figaro with no accent. While I pull strings from the streets in. Do it all with a straight face, I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow, boss mode, I'm the kingpin. Showstopper, top dog, God vibe, I'm the kingpin. They know I'm a dog and a beast, man. Yeah, I keep the peace with a piece, man. I ain't got no time for a piece, man. Why would I respond to a pawn? I'm the... Hold up.
If I let my dogs off the leash, then you might want to get out of Dodge by the evening. Honestly, think it's not the blood and the beef. If they don't leave anything behind at the evening.
I can see you soft, ever thought about retreating. If you never have, then they'll give you a reason. Better watch your tone, lose your bass when you speaking. Underneath the mask is the wrath of a... When you learn how to smile in their face, then go cutthroat. Then they wanna call you a con when the blood cold. I remember starving while y'all had a truckload. Now I'm with the mob with the call and the gusto. I'm a top dog on a stat sheet. Off court, but I call plays for the athlete. Laughing when the cop cars try to catch me. Cause I rolled off in a taxi. Put my feet up, I'm relaxing. Singing Figaro with no accent. While I pull strings from the streets in. Do it all with a straight face, I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow, boss mode, I'm the kingpin. Showstopper, top dog, God vibe, I'm the kingpin.
Everybody having a great morning. I hope everybody can hear me out there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, what a wow boxing cycle we have had, man. It's like, what is really going on, man? It's like boxing is moving right along, ain't it? That lets you know right there that nothing can stop boxing. You know what I'm saying? We got Terrence Crawford fight coming up with him and Madrimov. And this is like we're stepping straight into right after Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney debacle, right into the Terrence Crawford versus Madrimov fight. And they've already doing the press conference. They're already, you know what I'm saying, getting it started, man. I'm like, damn, it's like that. Damn, they're not even gonna give us time to breathe. You know what I'm saying? To kind of digest what we've already seen from Devin Haney and you know what I'm saying, Ryan Garcia. So man, Oscar De La Hoya, he's enjoying this, you know what I'm saying, because he's not used to this kind of success, really. You know what I'm saying? Golden Boy, you know what I'm saying, with the win from Ryan, that's a plus, bro. That's a plus for the Golden Boy. You know, then they got the Hammond McGill fight coming up. But you know what I'm saying, as for the 154 division, look at Terrence Crawford, man. He even got the little worm braids coming back inside his head. What's going on, all things? I see you out there, my brother. What's happening, man? Hey man, it's a good morning, bro. It is a great morning. Um Man, when I tell you the fights that they got, it's a really decent card. It's a really decent card when you think about it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, I don't mind this card at all, you know. And one reason for that is they got your boy. They got your boy Virgil Ortiz coming back into action. Let me see if I can pull this up. Let me see. I may have to just do it from a separate because I don't want to mess up what I got going on. Yeah, man, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? They got Virgil Ortiz. They got Andy Ruiz fighting. They got hold on, Baby Miller. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Um, Man, they got some pretty good fights. I don't think this fight with Terrence Crawford versus this Israel Adramov guy. I don't think that's going to be a good fight. But you know, Terrence Crawford, he always tend to find the path of least resistance. You know what I'm saying? And then he'll hold on to that one belt, the WBA, which Israel Madrimov got. He'll hold on to that belt, and then he'll wait to the end for everybody else to collect. You know what I'm saying? Because I think one of the titles is unified under Fundora, and he'll try to wait to the end, to fight these guys, right? Instead of going champion by champion. Um, but it's going to be interesting because you got Jamal and you got Errol Spence Jr. out there. So what's going on? How is this going to play out? Is Errol Spence Jr. Going to get a shot at the title? Because right now, what's interesting is Tim Tszyu is fighting Virgil Ortiz, right? So it's kind of weird. It's like, damn, what's really going on? You know what I'm saying? How are they going to make this shit work? Um, how are they going to make this shit work? I just don't get it. Um, you know what I'm saying? Because I thought Tim was supposed to be fighting Fundora again for a rematch, but things change in boxing so fast. Let me see. Let me see Crawford. Trying to bring up that card, y'all. Versus Asimov. See if I can bring up that card. But yeah, man, it's like what's going on with that? So he's not gonna fight. And I'm talking about Tim Tszyu here. So he's not gonna fight your boy for the WBC title. Or is that a vacant WBC title? We got to see how this got to all play out. Say, are they gonna um put your boy in recess and have them fight for that vacant title? I'm still not clear on that. How they gonna play this? Because this is all looking like a easy another undisputed for Terrence Crawford. If you really think about it, you know what I'm saying. If you're gonna have put a Fundora in place, um, and these kind of people, and what's the other guy named Bakram, Muzzaleев, right? If you're gonna put those people in the way, then you're gonna have another easy undisputed for Terrence Crawford. So how does Errol Spence Jr. and Jamal fits into this thing? You know what I'm saying? That's going to be interesting but you haven't heard anything. But I'm sure they're going to work it some kind of way where you have to cross one of them. I don't know if he's going to cross two of them. I guess it just depends on. I guess it just depends on what they got left in the tank. If they can get that shot, if Aerospace Jr. can get in there and fight Fundora, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully, he don't get in there and go get the brakes beat off him. You know what I'm saying? Because, Aerospace Jr. is hurt, from injuries and, what I'm saying, just being an older fighter, you know what I'm saying? It's like, hopefully you don't go in there and just get Falumaloom. Um, you know what I'm saying? He got something left in the tank and he got a little bit left of the old EJ. You know what I'm saying? I think he can get past Fundora. Can he get to that? Could he get to that rematch? You know what I'm saying? That would be cool. That would be cool to see. You know what I'm saying? To get to that Crawford fight. What's going on, 5.0 Lundo? Good morning, everybody. He says another easy walk to undisputed. Yeah, isn't that something? And it's funny because it'll be interesting to see if Jamal Charlo had the belt, or if EJ had the belt, would he be interested? Excuse me, y'all, just getting out. Would he be interested in getting those titles? That's something I want to know. You know what I'm saying? Would he want to run it back with Spence? You know what I'm saying? Or do we just want to hold on? You know what I'm saying, to that win at 147? Um, that'd be see where Terrence Crawford heart's at. I mean, why don't he want Jamel Charlo just because he lost to Canelo, who was 2 weight classes up? I mean, that's telling right there. I mean, this Israel um, Madrimov guy, he's inexperienced. He only got 10 fights, 10 or so fights, and they are already comparing him to like Triple G or some shit. They saying he's a like Triple G 2.0, and Triple G never was shit. You know what I'm saying? We all know this. I mean, this guy didn't fight um Andre Ward and stuff. They protected him. It's like weird. It's like all this open information that we have on these fighters ducking, who they ducked, and we know we was there. We lived through it. So why would we be impressed with them calling Israel Mazamov, what I'm saying, the second Triple G, but a younger Triple G, and they're talking about how hard he hits, right? They're saying like he hit like a 160 pounder, right? And my thing is, bro, power don't matter when you going against a powerhouse like Terrence Crawford, somebody who knows what to do with power, somebody who has the footwork of experience of Terrence Crawford, right? It's like it's no way in the motherfucking world, bro, that power is gonna matter. But they're trying to sell this fight on the fact that Israel Madrimov got that power, right? That shit don't matter, bro. When you talking about a master like Bud Crawford, right? Because he knows how to you know what I'm saying, he knows how to slip that. You know what I'm saying? He knows how to move away from that power. This guy with 10 fights, I mean, he don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? Crawford's gonna go in there and he's gonna goddamn school him, because he don't know shit. He's a baby. He's a baby. Now he may go in there and he may throw 1,000 of the motherfuckers, but I mean, let's keep it real, man. Crawford got way too much experience for somebody who don't even have 12 fights. That shit just don't make sense. Yeah, he's gonna go in there and watch the dude. And another thing, it's like, why do somebody with such limited experience have the belts? And this is what's really hurting the championship title holders, right? Because nobody respects it, because they're not really earning it. It's like they're just giving that shit away. They're just giving that shit away. Um, and I mean, look at I mean, well, Fedor, he kind of earned his, but my thing is they putting the belts in the hands of people who is not the absolute best, and that's why the belts keep transitioning hands. Right? There's nobody strong enough to have a reign, saying, at that weight class. Somebody who could just dominate the entire, saying the entire division, right? So, there's so much talent going on in that division. So why not fight the people, saying you've been beefing with? Why try to, go for these Europeans? So go on the European bum bash tour, right? Just so you can grab a couple of belts. Say you beyond. To me, Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence Jr., and Jamel Trout, they're beyond the belts now. Once you've been there to the pinnacle, and once you've basked in the limelight for a while, bro. I mean, you're beyond the belts now. You know what I'm saying? It's time to fight the best and get the biggest check that you can get, to get the biggest bag that you can get, right? And that biggest bag would be Jamel Charlo versus um, Bud Crawford, or Errol Spence Jr. Versus Bud Crawford. Nobody else want to see Bud Crawford against these guys. These are just cheap accolades that Bud Crawford won't, right? And it's just kind of crazy. Yeah, the low hanging fruit. You know what I'm saying? That shit is crazy. It's like, why go for low hanging fruit, bro? It's like you better than that. You only hurting your legacy because these dudes, let them have their time. You're an old timer. You know what I'm saying? Let these people have their time. Goddamn well, these wood choppers ain't gonna be able to keep up with Bud Crawford footwork. Now, I've been wrong before. I've been wrong before. Now, if he go in there and he get Falumaloon by Wood Chopper, I think it's in the script. If Canelo, it's almost like as if um what's his name, Jaime Magia, right, goes in there and beat Canelo. That's Canelo trying to exit stage left. You know what I'm saying? If Terrence Crawford go in here and he gets Falumaloon by by your boy by your boy Israel or whatever. Israel Madrimov. That's him trying to exit stage left. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing it could be. Because this guy, I've seen his Instagram, and I don't see anything special. See, I don't even, for some reason, what I'm saying, in the wood chopper world, if you have power, that's all you need to beat people. Um, for some reason in Russia and all those Uber stands, they think if you just have power and you have a little bit of speed, that's all you need. Now you can get by on a lot by, what I'm saying, having some power, having good power, So but it depends on if you had HBO here, somebody who's going to push that. You got somebody like the Zone. If you can go out there, people like knockouts. People like people that go for the knockouts. So you can sell that to the people. And they really trying to sell this Israel Madrimov. I mean, for some reason they're just gonna keep putting Uber stand people in the position to be sold in our market, in the American market. And I just don't understand. What I'm saying? It's just gonna keep getting pushed, what I'm saying, a certain type of fighter, right? What I'm saying? You got the Dervian Chinkos, and what I'm saying, they're just gonna keep, it's like it's a whole river of goddamn Uberstan and Russian fighters ready to come over here to be pushed by this boxing system, right? And they don't have the footwork to really fuck with our very best. But one thing about it, what I'm saying, we're trickling down on how much talent we're getting. We're not getting a lot of guys that move like Jerome Booth Sanders. You see what I'm saying? Not getting no. It's not. We don't have like a whole plethora, a whole a bunch of guys that move like that. So it's getting skinny. The talent pool. C Love says, do you think they would try and set up Crawford for the fair? Hell yeah. hmm The push a wood chopper. Hell yeah. Crawford past his prime, and Crawford might be down with it too. He might just want to get the hell up out of here. Because really it's a what they call them rat wheels. Where they be in the cage and they on the wheel. That's just a hamster wheel. hmm Yeah, I can see Crawford getting the hell up out of here. It'll be a way out, $15 to $25 million, whatever he's getting for this fight. But it's not no small sum. Yeah, excuse me, taking a item. Yeah, so this is an easy way in for Crawford to grab a belt. Now, it's going to be a lot of shit if Crawford grab that belt, especially if he has to negotiate with Jamel Charlo, because Bud hates the PBC, and I don't understand why. I mean, you can be your own boss, but I mean, why can't you work with a network? I mean, even if you go to the Turk, you're still going to be working, what I'm saying, through a network. I don't get it. But I know the Turk is paying the biggest money right now. And they even got, I think, Matchroom just signed Antoine Russell. Sorry, I'm trying to get this damn vitamin down. Um, so yeah, so Matchroom is starting to accumulate all the goddamn fighters. They're starting to accumulate all the fighters. Fighters see that they got the wallet, and they're starting to like really. What's good morning, Donald? What's going on, bro? They're starting to pick up a lot of talent. A lot of people want to fight for Matchroom because I mean, they got Jerron Bucenis. Now they got Antoine Russell. They're talking about getting your boy Shakur Stevens too. So look like all saying everything points to Matchroom. Eddie Hearn is doing his thing right now. He is definitely in his bag. 5.0 Lundo says, when did he even get a belt? He says, I don't remember seeing it until EJ blocked that Fundura fight. And which one? You talking about the two European guys? You know what I'm saying? They beat some dude that's up on the list. I didn't even see those fights. I had to go look it up to see those fights. They look like they strong type dudes, solid average dudes, but nothing, no special effects. But you have to be them dudes that like really solid, you know what I'm saying? But you have to like be on your P's and Q's to beat them, you know what I'm saying? Because they're young fighters and got a lot of grit. Donna says, fuck Bud. He says, let's talk about Errol going to see that patient who had pancreatic cancer. Say he's a stand-up guy. Of course he is. Of course he is. He's speaking at high schools and um, what I'm saying. He does a lot of great work. He gives back to his community. Errol is known in his community. So yeah, of course. You know what I'm saying? Really, Crawford, he gives back to his community too, believe it or not. When it comes to that kind of stuff. He's helped a lot of his friends with businesses and stuff like that. You know, um, so I've had many arguments on different people panels on Crawford, and they always bring up his philanthropy. And it look like he's helped people in his community, like with shit. So what I'm saying, believe it or not, but you have to look into Crawford to find that stuff out. There's a lot of people got a lot of admiration for Crawford, you know, um, but there's a lot of people that don't fuck with Crawford either. 5.0 Lundo says, sadly, he says the talent pool is slim now. He says 135 to 140 is all we got, right? He says the heavyweight division wise, he says 147 Boots is king and 154 has all the older fighters in their late 30s. Exactly. I'm saying? This would be the perfect time, I'm saying, to have everybody, I'm saying, get in there and make it happen, bro. Keith Thurman's, what I'm saying? We can see the Keith Thurman and the Errol Spence Jr. fight. It's like, why are these fights not happening? You know, um, why we can't have these fights right now. It's like all of a sudden people just don't want to fight the tough fights no more. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Errol Spence Jr. and Boots either. Shit, what I'm saying? If Boots want to bring his ass up to 154, that's cool too. And fight, Bud Crawford. They look like they're going to try to shoot for that fight with Bud Crawford, but anything happens in boxing. You know what I'm saying? It's just the shit moves so fast. And say you just never know. Say, are we going to get that Boots? And I know the Turks is interested in that. That's the one that they're saying. Or maybe they just dangling out front like a worm. Say like bait, like a worm for a fish, right? Say they mentioned that fight, but say it'll keep everybody interested. Saying over there in the Ride Theater, right? The Ride Arena, But who knows? Say if they got the money, maybe they could make it happen. Um, 5.5 Lundo says, that's the reason. That's the reason Errol is loved, win or lose. Exactly, and that's how you're supposed to enjoy these fights, win or lose, right? Because the fighters are brave. They go in there and they fight the best. What I'm saying, win or lose, right? Um, Devin just took a loss. What I'm saying, win or lose. What I'm saying, he went in there and went out on the shield. Well, he didn't go out on the shield, but you know what I'm saying. He went out there and he didn't quit. You know, that's gonna people gonna want to see that again because he is willing to stand up and fight. Um, the Dos Dossi, he's Ducey. He says, facts. He says, who else can they get? He said they get their ass whipped like that and still get love from the people. EJ is king. I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not, but really it's true. You know what I'm saying? It is true. He said, well, so, you know, Bud looked like he's gonna have an easy way in. You say, I don't know, people trying to make this dude, um this Israel Mazimov, he was in a press conference yesterday and he was saying they was asking him, they say that Bud dominated Errol Spence Jr., right? So there's like how, saying how is he gonna be, saying able to, fight Bud Crawford. And he's, he came out, he said, I'm not Errol Spence Jr. I'm not, and I was surprised by that. I'm not Errol Spence Jr. I'm Mazurov, and say he can fight. He's going to try to get it done, right? Which tells me he's going to get his ass whipped. He's going to get his ass whipped, and you had Bud up there talking about um, all kind of shit where he wants to be undisputed. He want to leave a legacy like no other, and I was just like the whole thing just kind of just made you want to puke. It just made you want to puke. The whole thing just, I don't know, these fighters just don't seem to have the character, saying anymore. It shit seemed fake. He just seemed like he didn't want to be there. He seemed robotic, you know. Even Arrow, when he's up there, they just seem like, they'd rather be doing something else, I don't know. It's just I'm so used to the authentic fighters, just you can see the passion and they want to win. These guys it's just more like something they got to do, something they obligated to do. Saying when they do the press conference and you know, it's just crazy, man. You know, let me see. This is a book. Is it? Yeah, and I think Bud is trying to hold out, for that Canelo fight. I think if he wins this fight and Canelo win his fight, I think he's going to try to hold on for that Canelo fight, and I think he's going to be up out of here, y'all. I think that's what he's doing. I think that's the plan. I don't think he really wants to unify become undisputed. I think that's just a smoke screen, right, if you will. So he can go get that Canelo money, and Canelo's probably willing to get that one last hurrah because I mean, he's already looking crazy out here in these streets by letting David Benavidez, by waiting him out, and David. I think your boy David Morrell is on this card too. He's on this card too. Hold on, he sure is. I don't know how to pronounce that boy name that he's fighting though. Let's see. Uh, I don't know how to pronounce that boy name. They got some weird, crazy ass names on here. Let's see. Let's see the undercard. Got some crazy names, man. But it'll be good to see him back in action. It'll be good to see, David Morrell. Be good to see him back in action. So they got the whole card right here. Let's see. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. Let's see. We got the whole card right, y'all. Let's see. Let's see. Can y'all see that? Yeah. So that's the whole card right there. It's going to be in the Rise Arena over there in Saudi Arabia. Um, this is something Jake Donovan put out. You got, of course, and Madrimov and Terrence Crawford, and you got Pitbull Cruz versus Jose Rayo. Now that's going to be an interesting fight. I think Pitbull is a little bit too much for Venezuela. We saw Venezuela, go out there and knock out Chris Colbert. Y'all remember that fight? Pretty interesting fight because he lost to Chris Colbert before that, but he went back to the drawing board. I'm talking about Venezuela here, and then he came back and he knocked out Chris Colbert, right? So now he's in contention, I guess, moving on up like Isaac Pitbull Cruz did to 140. Now he's in contention, to fight for Isaac Pitbull Cruz belt, right? So To me, I think Pitbull is going to be too much for Jose Rayo in that fight because he's like, a little tiny little Pitbull Terminator. Y'all already know, what I'm saying, that Isaac Pitbull Cruz with that smoke. I think he got too much power. Um, for Jose, he done fought better competition, and I think it'll be terrible. It's going to turn out terrible for my. And I like I really like Venezuela. You know what I'm saying? I really like him, man. It's just that he ain't ready. I don't think he's ready for Pitbull. I think Pitbull is a little bit too advanced for him, especially at 140. But what I'm saying, if Jose power can increase, what I'm saying, up at 140, maybe he's gotten a little bit better. He did come back and beat Chris Colbert, so that's something to be said. Then you got Andy Ruiz and Jarrell Miller. That's the baby Miller, not big baby Miller, but the other baby Miller, right? That should be an interesting fight. I think Andrew Ruiz, he's the favorite in that. He should be able to. He should be able to win that shit right there. So he should be able to. Andrew Ruiz, Miller. That should be a pretty good fight. Um, and then you got the little sensation from the Olympics. The Cuban sensation Andy Cruz will be fighting Antonio Moran. So that should be a good little startup fight for Andy Ruiz, right? Because Andy Ruiz, I mean, he is looking like he's going to be a special talent, bro. He looked like he's going to be a standout. Um, just the way he looks way better than Keyshawn Davis, if you ask me, and that's his rival. So 135, got some stars in it. They just got to get out there and they got to build themselves up. You know what I'm saying? They got to build themselves up. Um, but Andy Cruz ain't no joke, man. I mean, that boy is so smooth with it. Anytime you see it, you can see it. What I'm saying, in his technique and his style, he is so polished. That Cuban background is is on another level, bro. I mean, I love the way he fight. What's going on, Edgar Chavez? He says it don't seem generic. He said it don't seem generic. So it seems generic to me. You know, um, you said Bud want to cash out. I think so too. I think he's tired of fighting, and I think he's tired of looking at the same people, and I think he wants to get up out of there. But this. I mean, it's just my opinion. I could be wrong. A lot of people believe in Bud and what he's doing, right? I just think he's just living in the right time. I just think he came up at the right time. I think he's picking his spots, and to me, that's not cool. Just to be strategic and pick your spots instead of going fighting everybody, right? I don't like that kind of the way he move. What's going on, Zach B? What's happening, bro? Um, it says that so also David Morale and this Rajavi guy look like that's gonna be interesting. Now I never seen this guy who he's fighting against, but obviously he's not gonna get the David Benavidez fight, so he had to fight somebody. So you might as well fight this guy and stay active. You know what I'm saying? But he probably needs to move. I don't know. I ain't gonna say move up because Canelo probably is about out of here. Probably fight another exhibition fight with Bud Crawford or something like that. What I'm saying, for some insane amount of money. Or what I'm saying, I doubt if Canelo fights a David Benavidez fight. I doubt if he do that shit. I think he'll just let that roll on by. Um, then you got Tim Cruz, and this is a fight I'm interested in. Tim Cruz versus Virgil Ortiz Jr. That's gonna be an exciting fight because we know both of these guys, what I'm saying, are aggressive, forward coming fighters, right? So these are the kind of fights that you want to see, because these are the up and coming guys. These are the guys that should be fighting, right? What I'm saying, Virgil Ortiz just came off, a win. What's going on, Two Cents? Link just came off a win, right? Um, Hold on, let me get that link. I had to create a new one. Yeah. So he just passed out at 140 47. and I think he fought some guy named Frederick Lawton or something like that. There, Lawson, yeah, just fought Frederick Lawson, and you know, that's not enough. I mean, well, he just fought this year, so that's good that he did get some. He did get some activity in before he fought Tim Zoo. But the thing is, look at the caliber opponent that Virgil Ortiz fought, and I don't think that's good enough. That's good enough for Ortiz to look good against Tim Zoo. What's going on, 2 cents? What's happening with your sister? What's happening?
Man, what's going on? Good morning. Good morning. I'm so late this morning. Almost
Oh, that's,
way behind.
hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. Black people, we run in the past. That's what they say. You know what I'm saying? But when we need to catch up, goddamn, you can't stop us.
So I see you talking
So let,
about this card coming up.
yeah, yeah. What you think about this car? First of all, what do you think about this thing, man? It's like this shit is like out of the blue. He was poking around at Fundora and couldn't get that going. So he wanted. It's almost like he's rushing. You know what I'm saying, to get something done with the Saudi with the Turk. What do you
Who
think?
rushing?
Bud Crawford.
You know what I think? I think Bud is from PBC because I don't know why they just won't say that or they want to keep the image of he's not with the PBC, he a free agent, but I don't think so because why is he on the card with the with the Saudis and PBC?
Hmm. But
But
I think because PBC got the fighters. You know what I'm saying? That
yeah,
he's
but
gonna. Mhm.
I think he with the PBC, and I think that I think he's rushing because he don't have that much time left, and I think he might actually try to get undisputed at 54. Because my thing was always like, how is he gonna get undisputed at 54? He don't have enough time. And
Well, I think it's a smoke screen. I think he's just stalling until he could try to get that Canelo fight. Because Canelo loved like Bud Crawford. To fight somebody at a disadvantage. And if he could bring Crawford up 2 weight classes, and I mean he can do all this steroids that he want to do, he'll take that fight because Crawford ain't really gonna hurt him much. What I'm saying, being a bigger fighter, much as people want to think that Crawford skill, Crawford could, I don't know, he could give him some trouble, but
I mean,
I mean.
the way these big boxing matches go, pull, I don't even know no more, man. I really don't.
I know it's kind of like you got to speculate your ass off. You got to really speculate your ass off, and it's crazy that now that was everybody sitting at 154, anything can go. What I'm saying, anything can go because you know once you see Jamel Charlo activate his champion reset status, and then nothing happens. So it's almost like nothing that
You think they trying to trap Crawford into a fight though? Because if Crawford gets the belt, wouldn't he have to fight Charlo next?
I don't know. I mean, shit. Like you think you know something, then the next day that shit is out the window. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. As soon as that's why I try to be quiet. Because as soon as I put something out there, no, Pool, that shit ain't right. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
mean, did Devin keep his belt or not? You know what I'm
Well, the
saying?
reason why
It's,
I think Devin gets to keep his belt is because I think you only get stripped if you're the champion and you break the rules. You know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of
yeah.
not fair for you to break the rule and then I still lose my belt. So
Hmm.
I think that's why Devin didn't lose his belt because he's not the one that broke the rule.
So basically, he gets a humbling, but yet he's still propped up as the champion who got his ass tore up. That's
Right.
horrible.
And
That's just horrible.
still,
Mm. And I know you saw the birthday cake with Devin. I was like, bro, this shit is you can't make
they
this
could
shit
have
up.
did that. They just shouldn't have posted it. They should have just left that video
Right,
there.
right. But when you in that nervous energy, you know what I'm saying, and your stomach bubbling and shit, you know what I'm saying? You just want to put something out there to make you feel good. No self-awareness whatsoever. Just crazy. I was like, man, don't do that to yourself, bro. It's like everybody already ripping you up online. But Dev does have a little corny side to him. You know what I'm saying? He don't, his ears ain't to the street like his dad is. And his dad don't seem to have enough integrity to just say, hey man, my bag, say I've learned from this situation. Now I'm gonna move on, you know what I'm saying? Fuck y'all. I'm finna move on. Now, he should have went to the what you call it, the post fight instead of his son, sat there, took it, and now I think people would have let him
They
go.
went
But
to the ER.
did they go to the ER for his face or whatever?
I think he went
Uh,
to the hospital.
oh, okay. So he really did have his jaw broke.
I believe so.
Man.
I believe
So
so.
they probably had put some wire in that shit. And so what's going on, Ronaldo Mitchell? What's happening, bro? He says, I wonder how much they had to pat PBC to borrow their fighters. Yeah, if you got that Turk money, shit to the Turk. Did you see where um um what his name, Gary Antoine Russell is going to Matchroom? Did you see that?
I seen that, but he said it was false on his Instagram.
Hmm. I mean, so Matchroom, they making moves for the future. They by getting
They trying to.
well, they getting Shakur too. Shakur talking about going over there too. Or did he
Oh, I
did he
haven't heard
resign?
that. I haven't heard
Yeah.
that. But does Jay Prince work with Matchroom? Does
Hey,
Jay Prince have
shit.
fighters at Matchroom? That was my only thing with Shakur is would he have to leave his management team too? Because I've never known them to work with any other promotional companies. But I mean, things are changing, so you never know.
Hmm.
But damn,
And,
it's like
and
he gonna leave top rank when they got all the 135 smoke.
right, right.
They got
Let
some
me
good
see.
fighters at 135 at top rank.
Oh yeah, they sure do. But it's like, do they want to pay them to, what I'm saying, make their names in their own cards? You know what I'm saying, so they can, put them out there, so if people can know them. Says Andre Smith says, good morning. Andre Smith says, salute pool. What's up, bro? And he said, pay. Yeah, that's what I figured you was saying. D Ducey says, Ducey. How you say it? Ducey. He says Bud want that Turk cash. I think so. I think everybody see that's what it is, man. Everybody kind of want that Saudi Arabian money, man. That shit is long. That shit looking sweet over there.
But
They
what
willing to
happens?
pay.
Because they were
Hmm.
saying the Turk wants to put all these fights together because he's really sick. What happens? Once that ends, then what?
But I mean, I don't think it's going to end. I think that's going to be another. Say unless they run out of fighters, I think PBC got enough fighters for saying the Turk to like really, put some good fights on. And he seems to be listening to what the market wants and interested in putting on those fights the fans want to see. As long as he's doing that, it's going to last. Right now, he's the savior of a market that just don't want to put on the fights like that. But we're still waiting on PPC to crank up again, right? But what do you think of this card though? What do you think? Let me see. Did I just I just pulled it up. What do you think of this card? Do you think it's pretty interesting? Is it something that
I
you
think
you,
it's a
you
good card. I don't know. Some people say it's the best card of the year so far.
hmm
I don't think I would say that. I mean, it's a good card. I feel like it's a competitive card, top to
hmm
bottom. But except for the main event, which that's another topic. But I think it's a decent card.
Yeah, I do too. I'm just kind of surprised that it's coming from that direction though, because it's getting a lot of publicity. Um, with this Turk guy, but I guess that's gonna be the new norm, you know what I'm saying? We're not just used to seeing, the publicity coming from this way. Um, I'm just like, wow, Virgil Ortiz
I
and
think a lot of it is Al Heyman too.
oh, you know what? He's so damn he's so damn behind the scenes with shit. You know, so it's like,
Yeah. They was all at the press conference. I want to thank Al Heyman. I want to thank So, and you see now we in America. We working with Al. They ain't not taking them fighters over there to Saudi. This
yep, that
card is
is
in
true.
L.A.
Yep, that is true. That is true. Let's see. Keep trying to pull up this damn. Let's see. What's good, boxing heads? It's your boy Pool Counter Boxing, and this
fighters coming up, give Israel the best 154 pounder in the division right now. So why not go for the top guy in the division right off the bat? I want to leave a legacy that's never been left before, inside and outside the ring, business minded, just helping the young fighters coming up, giving them the courage and the outlet that the fighters before me never gave to us, and at the same time, be at the top on my game as well. I always tell everybody I never go in the ring looking for the knockout, but if I smell blood and it's there, he out of there. I consider Israel the best.
I mean, I think that's cap.
That dude like a great value Mayweather.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like it's a black cloud, around his head. What was his name? Pigpen on Peanuts.
Yeah.
Everywhere he go, there's like a damn cloud of dust. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like you can see his trauma. You know what I'm saying? All around his head. Say what?
How the guy got 10 fights? How is he the best in the division?
Man, he just be talking, bro. He just be damn talking. It's like.
And I want to say, a lot of people saying, "Oh, if it's gonna be a good fight, that's gonna be a good fight. He can fight." And I mean, he can fight, but he got 10 fights. Y'all spent all this time saying Boots ain't fought nobody. This man got 10 fights. He ain't even had time to fight nobody. I just think
he got a belt. Mm-hmm.
The hypocrisy is weird to me. And I didn't expect anything different really, so I'm not even surprised. And it's just, I hate it.
And I know it's kind of ugly, man. It's just like, don't try to sell us that shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to sell us that bullshit, bro. It's like, I mean, come on, we know you're gonna get Falumaloon, bro, because you're gonna go, and they keep trying to sell up this power like he's a double, he's a Triple G 2.0, and Triple G wasn't shit in the first place. So it to me,
this dude gonna say he the best in the division pool. Like, come on, bro.
Like, really, that's kind of a dig at Jamel Charlo and Errol Spence Jr., don't you think?
Exactly. That's my point.
That's a dig at them, talking about he's the best and shit. So, when I look at Terrence Crawford, it's kind of like looking at your boy Keith Thurman when he get a belt, because it's going to be a lot of bullshit when he gets the belt. He's going to hold on to that motherfucker like, what I'm saying, like ants on a goddamn jelly sandwich. God damn it, you just ain't going to be able to get that motherfucker off it, because he's going to hold on to it. And but I just feel like he's biding his time. You know what I'm saying, for that Canelo thing to open up. And I think he's going to ask for an astonishing amount of money to fight Canelo. And I think that'll be his swan song to get up out of this industry.
Let me ask you a question, though. He's never, if you look at his resume, his past, his history, that wouldn't make me believe that he would challenge Canelo. Even though he's saying it, and then maybe they'll pay him a lot of money, but so you're telling me this whole time money was the reason why you didn't, fight the fights the fans perceived as competitive? You get what I'm saying? Because you're gonna go fight Canelo, you have not been fighting Nobody for real. And I'm not saying nobody, but I'm saying you don't fight those type of fights with the big names, the fights the fans will see to be competitive, and then all of a sudden at the end of your career you're just gonna jump up weight classes and fight Canelo. I don't think so.
I mean, I just think it's just a cash grab. That's all it is. I think he's just looking for cash. Um, they're talking about pushing that Jerron Boots in his fight with Terrence Crawford. Now, if he fights Jerron Boots in his, you know what I'm saying, it's about money, especially if he goes through with it. So it's always been about money for Bud Crawford. Whatever it is, I think that he got working with um um Conte, um whatever he got with Conte is working for him because you know what I'm saying I think he's focusing on two more fights and he wants to make as much money as he can. Now, some things may just fall into his lap. If he can fall into a fight with Jamel Charlo, that'd be a beautiful thing. That'd be a huge fight. That
He
would
can't
be
be focused on two more fights if he going for undisputed.
well, I don't think he's going for undisputed. I think, like I said, I think that's a smoke screen. People can say anything. You know what I'm saying? But we also know that Crawford can fight. He could do what he want to do. Unless they got him signed to some kind of contract that we don't know about. Unless Al Heyman got him, and they just playing out like some kind of theater for the fans, and they already got this shit figured out. Or would that be with Matchroom? You
That's
know
what
what
I
I'm saying?
think. That's what
You
I
know, would
think.
would that be with Matchroom? Because that would be interesting because Matchroom got that relationship with the Turks too, and they all working together. Because if you're gonna announce a fight with Jerron Businis that may happen later on this year, then they definitely got something going on. They got something cooking. You know what
But
I'm
you
saying?
know
They
what?
got.
I don't believe Eddie Hearn because he like just like he used that Wilder Joshua fight and dangle it around. I don't believe it. He'll use the fight to keep you interested in watching the fighter, and then it don't ever come to fruition.
I said the same thing earlier. I said, man, I said I hope they're not baiting us with this Jerron Businis fight because he's going to be fighting Cody Crawley. He's going to fight Cody Crawley. That's going to be a quick
Man,
fight.
Crowley is not making it. They haven't even accepted the contract.
Not yet. I thought that they done already put the face on the. When they start putting the face together and shit. You know what I'm saying on
I
the
just seen the
bulletin.
interview with Eddie Hearn. He said they waiting to see. They just waiting on them to basically say to confirm it. That's what I seen Eddie Hearn say.
I thought it was confirmed because who else is Cody Crawley going to fight besides Marius Barrios is already on Canelo card, and he's the number one. He's the interim champion for WBC at 147. So it's like he's already tied up.
He
Um,
gonna get
you know
shelved.
he's going to get what shelved. Oh yeah, he's
Yeah,
going to
this
go.
is like his third time ducking boots.
Yeah, I mean I think it was he ducked solely. I think he was supposed to fight Soleimani, some dude like Soleimani, and I forgot what's the other dude that he supposed to have fought. It was like, damn, I mean, but there was some cheap ass fights though. He wasn't gonna make no money. I think with Soleimani, he was gonna make 200,000 or something like that. But the other one was like the purse bid went for 63,000. I think Queensberry had brought them up. I think that's Frank Warren, and shit. He wasn't gonna make no money on that shit. So I think he just held out. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's gonna make like 300 to fight Boots. I think that's what Bozy Ennis said that he's gonna make like, and that's the most. That's the most look like he's gonna get for right now until he do better and beat somebody with a name and status. So he better go ahead and take that fight, or he's gonna be like you said shelved, put on the shelf and forgotten about. You know. I thought it was interested that Charles Conwell came back on the scene, and we're looking pretty good too. Wasn't looking too shabby. If you know who Charles Conwell is, uh, I thought I don't know why I keep thinking that man is a damn British fighter, and this motherfucker from Detroit. It's crazy. I don't get it, man. It's like certain people, I guess when you look at their name and you just put them in a category in your brain cells, you know.
I think
You
I
just
heard
put them.
somebody talking about them building a Gary Antoine Russell fight,
Mm.
whichever one it is. I get their names mixed up because he's supposed to come back and fight somebody. What you think about that fight?
Say that again. I was hollering at the old lady. What you saying?
I think they building a Tank and I think Gary Antoine Russell fight, whichever
Hmm.
one of them Russells it is. I say, what you think about that fight?
Oh, that'd be a great fight. That'd be
You
a
think
great
so?
fight. Yeah, Gary Anton Russell and Tank. Oh yeah. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't think
Because
so. Gary Antoine Russell was never. Don't get me wrong, he's good, but I felt like he had a lot of flaws.
oh yeah, he gonna definitely get knocked out by Tank because his style. He got that forward blitz you with powers style, and that's what Tank love. You know what I'm saying? But it'll be a fun, exciting fight though. You know what I'm saying? It'll
No, I
be a
think it's
great.
the other one. Is the one that's one
You talking about the one with the braids?
other
You
one?
talking
Ain't that the
you
one
talking
people
about the
talking about?
It can't be because that dude that can't fight worth the shit. He's at too light a weight class, isn't he? I think he's like way down there, like at
No,
122
I
or
don't
some
think
shit like
Tank
that.
going for with the I
Huh? I don't
don't know. Y'all
know.
let me know in the chat because I be getting them mixed
Hey,
up.
What's up,
what's going
family?
on, KP? What's up? What's going on, bro? What's happening?
Gary
What?
Antoine is the one that used to fight Boots in the amateurs.
Yeah.
That's the one
Gary
they trying to
Antoine,
build with Tank.
that's never gonna happen. You can hear it, but that'll never happen. They'll never put him in with Tank. Never.
I mean, he got the perfect. He
Why
got the
you think
perfect fighting
so?
style for Tank.
They won't. They
Because
just
he could
won't.
be fooled.
I mean, even if you and I think he's food, I don't think they think he's food.
Nah, come
Yeah,
on.
that's possible. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
just
But
telling you honestly, because Gary Antoine Russell is a bigger southpaw. Um, he's a better fighter than Mario Barrios. Is a tougher style than Mario Barrios.
But he gonna go to 35 though. He said he could fight at
No,
35.
not gonna happen. These dudes say all kind of shit, then they don't never do it. Hey, I
That's
mm,
ain't
true.
believing it. His brother said he was going to 47 to fight Terrence Crawford, didn't
oh yeah,
he?
That's a little different. That's a
I'm
little
just
different.
saying. Hey, I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
yeah. Well, you know,
I
Tank.
just believe what they do. I don't believe what they say. Show me what you do. Just like we in the streets. You know what I'm saying? In the streets, hey, somebody tell you they gonna pay you your money, you don't trust them until they put it in your hand. That's how I
That's
do it.
true.
I don't play them type of games with these boxers, man. These dudes get on the internet and say all kind of shit.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying, man. You like, they'll say any damn thing, and then all of a sudden that shit be changed. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Yeah, I know I said that, but you know what I'm saying, don't believe what motherfuckers be
My
saying.
management said, and all this old shit
Right?
after that.
Yeah, like
But see,
you, you
they wanted me to Then they start stuttering and everything.
like Matisse say. Now he's talking crazy like a businessman now. You know what I'm saying? The closer you get to these fights, they change up, they switch it up a little bit. Trying to vie for more money and shit like that. Trying to change, the discussion and shit. Um, but yeah, that's true. But what do you think about this card, bro? KP.
Oh, the Bud card with
Yeah,
Andy Ruiz on it.
yeah, yeah.
I was kind of shocked by it all happening, Pool, because I was saying a few weeks ago, Bud probably should go home and fight since he didn't have no fight, and
Hmm.
now he got to fight. So he got to fight.
But
Where's they having these fights at? Where's it at?
they're in the Rye arena over there. You know what I'm saying? Over there with the Turks. They got that arena over there, the Rye arena.
Oh, they
Um,
fighting over there and overseas. They ain't not fighting in the states.
They fighting in LA, I
uh,
thought.
Oh, they
Wait a
fighting in
minute.
L.A.
It is.
Okay,
You
Pool.
know what? It is. But it's backed by the Turks. I thought it was going to be in the Rye Arena, but you're right. It is in Los Angeles. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I'm gonna tell y'all something, man.
Wait a
What
minute.
I'm
You
think
know
what
what?
let me
Go
tell you
go.
something, Pool. What I'm thinking
PBC.
is, bro, we in America. We see what's going on with the country with these companies closing down and all that.
Right.
America's going through it, bro, and they trying to keep it off the headlines. America's out of money. There's a lot of bullshit going on. So I don't see American companies footing the bill for boxing. So you know what I'm saying? If the Turks is the one paying for it and then they having it in America, man, that don't seem odd to y'all. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. 'Cause I thought they was gonna do it over there in the Rye Theater, but like you say, it is in Los Angeles.
Man,
So
America
so
going through a
that's
tough time financially, bro. We
well,
going through it, man. You keep
yeah,
everywhere you go, Pool, you see places closing down.
yeah. But you know, we've
Dollar
seen this shit
Dollar
before. If you've
Trees,
been
Dollar
around,
Generals, and all that.
if you've been around, shit, you've seen this shit before. I see it in the trucking industry. You know, what I'm saying that's the transportation industry. You know, it's like
I
shit
just
is
parked
not
my
picking
truck
up.
when I got on. I just parked my truck when I got on.
Hey, me too. I had to go drop my shit off in Phoenix, man. That's what I had to. You haven't heard from me in a while. I had to go get a regular job, man. Well, you know, not a regular job, but this is
I know what
still a
you mean.
special trade. But
Hmm.
it's like because the economy is fucked.
The
You know what I'm
numbers on
saying?
the numbers that they paying ain't working.
No, they just paying you fuel money and shit just to get to the other side of the nation. I'm like,
Hmm.
hell no, nigga, I'm not rolling like that. Shit.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? This
You
is
can't. It's not sustainable like that.
no, not when you got a brand new truck that's hungry for fuel. Shit. It's like, nah, you know. They said when they let the fuel companies get away with gouging motherfuckers, you know. But
Hmm.
we're not gonna have an economic debate. You know what I'm saying? It's just like
Yeah,
we
no,
could see
no.
we could see what's going on across the country. People are suffering, housing going up. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers can't even. It used to be where you $300,000 house, you was damn near living in a mansion. You know what I'm saying? Now, just now that
Can you hear him? He must have got a phone call.
I'm here. I'm here.
He probably
Yeah.
got a phone call.
They got with Al, so I think Al then brought him to America.
Yeah, they all done got him to. I mean, they all done. They had to go somewhere to get funding. If you really think about it, that's funding. That's what that is.
Yeah.
I mean, cause think about it. They had all these networks. Remember, all the networks. All the networks are gone. All the
Yep.
networks ain't doing boxing. Only one that does boxing every now and then is ESPN.
They're not even doing sports. Period. Really.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's messed up, man. It's pretty messed up. Showing you what the economy really is. We know what it is when you just look at the landscape of it. Like them fighters, the guys that's riding on one side like that, they in trouble, man, because they in a contract and they can't move around. Did you hear the David Benavidez interview when they asked him about going to Saudi Arabia to get the money?
What do you say?
He said, "I can't because I'm under contract."
Well, he don't need to. Shit.
Well,
They,
the thing was they were saying if somebody offered him the money for him and I think it was him and Canelo to fight over there. That's what the question was, I believe.
yeah.
He basically was like, "Oh, I can't go get that money." But now you see, like you're saying, his management done got a relationship with him now, so now they getting his money, right?
Yep.
See, what this looks like to me is what you would see in the record labels, right? In the rap music industry, where your label exec can go get the money in the distribution deal, but you gotta wait and sign a contract with him in order to get some money.
Right.
I mean, they got them locked. They got these boxers locked in some like 360 type deals. That's what it looked like to me. Just tell you the honest truth. Once I look at it and pay attention to it, that's what they look like. And if you don't get it, if you don't sign the 360, you don't get no fights in boxing because there's no independent distribution like music. Like everybody would go independent, like Nipsey Hussle, Young Dolph, and all them other rappers was independent, right? That's what that looked like to me. In boxing, you got to be on network TV or some other network. Yeah, he must have got a phone call and got kicked out. Took a phone call. He probably did.
They gonna figure it out. They just need to move some things around because it's a lot changing. Like I say, with the economy, with the networks, it's a lot of stuff changing.
Yeah. Economy changed everything. So, I mean, the fighters. If I was a fighter, I'd be trying to find out and get my own fights, and try to find fights in my state to where I don't have to travel, and my fan base will be my home state as much as possible. Especially if I'm not a big name fighter yet.
You gotta have money to do that.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. You gotta have money to do that. They gotta go shake hands and kiss babies somewhere local. Better go meet with their mayor, their governor, all them type of people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, it's crazy, but it's gonna pick up. It's gonna be exciting. It should be exciting this year. We should see a lot more big fights. I mean, that heavyweight division really needs to pick it up. That's really, they say boxing rises and falls with the heavyweight division. I see they trying to pick up the heavyweight division, but we got to get some younger up and coming heavyweights in there.
You talking about Jared? Yeah, you talking about Jared Anderson?
Yeah, Jared I got locked out there for a second.
Yeah, I know you must.
Let's see, what's going on, DJ Black? Yeah. What's going on, Black John? What's happening? He says, "Nah." He said, "I think because the Boxing Views of America, it's evening time." He said they know they missed a bunch of money with those early morning fights. Yeah, that could be true too. That's true too. You know what I'm saying? Because if you have anything over there, shit, we're talking about 1 o'clock in the morning. We're talking about the time. The time's going to be off. You're right about that. You know what I'm saying? It's weird how you got to think about these network deals. Can y'all hear me? Hello? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, Paul, you good. You good. Go ahead.
2 cents.
You good.
KP, can y'all hear me?
You good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you good. Can you hear us?
Hello?
Hello? He must can't hear us.
Let me see. Can y'all hear me? Y'all put
we hear you. Can you hear us?
Let me see if anybody can hear me.
I typed in the back chat. We can hear you. Look at the back chat. We can hear you.
Okay. All right.
Can you hear him 2 cents? Because I can hear him.
Yeah, so, yeah, man. But that's what I'm talking about, man. It's like this thing is going to be in Los Angeles. Why is not in Saudi Arabia? They're trying to bring attention, you know what I'm saying, to the to the fights over there. So I guess they want to make sure that the American market stay where it is for right now. It's going to be interesting. Oh, everybody gone. Yeah, appreciate that. So everybody's gone, man. It's like I put the links up there. For some reason, my internet went out there for a second. But yeah, I think it's going to be a crazy card, man. I think this shit is going to really get shit popping. Whatever the PPC got going on with Terrence and everybody, I think it's going to really change a lot of shit. I mean, if you can have that extra like a guaranteed bank. You can have the Turks as a guaranteed bank, to put the money up for these fights. I don't think they're going to have a problem making like a Terrence Crawford or Jerron Boots Ennis if Bud have the interest in fighting that man. That man, all the legacy fights, it's sitting right there at 154 for Boots. So all you have to do, somebody just have to agree. All they have to do is agree to let him in. Got Danny Garcia. I mean, nobody's talking about Danny Garcia. Shit, all of them. Keith Thurman. Shit, everybody who's at 147 at one point in time, except for Sean Porter because he retired and doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's at 154. So, I mean, I think Boots should go move on up to 154 because he'll definitely become undisputed at 147. Now he can do both if that's something he's interested in. But how much respect is he going to get becoming being undisputed at 147? You know what I'm saying? Because who's going to fuck with Booth at 147? He's not going to get a whole lot of respect. You know what I'm saying? Becoming undisputed in a weak division, which is the same problem that Crawford had. Yeah. What's going on, Sir Isaac? I see you out there, my brother.
Paul, can you hear me?
It says, "Do it all 36." He said the Saudis are trying to stop doing fights in America. Well, I mean, especially if hijack fighters from PBC are like mercenaries. They're like pirates and shit. You know, they got all the damn fighters, and they don't give a damn where the money coming from. You know, they don't give a damn where the money coming from. The
Hey,
kid
Poole, can you hear us?
he says Anderson's not the future. He says for American heavyweight boxing, say he's good, but I don't see anything more than that. He don't seem to have the right attitude. You know what I'm saying? He don't seem that. Yeah. I can't hear y'all. I can't hear you. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's still out or something. But they said they can hear me. Now everybody gone. Let's see. I don't know what the hell going on. Yeah, let me just drop another link in case you guys want to get back up here. My internet went out for a second. Do It All 36 says Bud definitely want to be undisputed. He says Boot's going to have to try to grab a belt at 154, and maybe that's what because you got 3 fighters, right? That's sticking on the outside there, and that's Errol Spence Jr., that's Jamel Charlo, and that's your boy Jerome Boots. So it's like, where they're going to fit in all this, I think Boots made a great move going over to Matchroom, right? Going over to Matchroom and positioning himself to get in the way. You know what I'm saying? So he can possibly get a belt and cause a lot of problems for Bud Crawford. Because I think Boots is probably the biggest danger between Bud and becoming undisputed. We don't know where Jamel Charlo's head is right now. We don't know where his head is right now. We don't know where Errol Spence Jr. head is right now. You know what I'm saying? We just don't know. Oh, okay. It says, Poole your guest trying to talk to you. I'm like, am I in some kind of different dimension or something? I just put the link. I just dropped the link. I don't know. I seen them in the private chat. So let me see. Let me see. It's 1100. Yeah, I had got pushed off. Let me see if they can. Let's see. Does it sound like Bud mimicking Floyd Mayweather blueprint? Hey, 2 cents. I dropped the link. I don't know what else to do. I mean, I can't hear you for some reason. I guess I'm trying to talk to you. Let me see. Yeah, I dropped the link, y'all. What's up, Darren Sutton? I see you out there. So, I don't know. I got pushed off. I don't know. I think the let me see. There you go. Yeah, I dropped it a couple of times. If you guys want to come on back, man. I don't know. I had spent all that time trying to get back in myself. You said to take my avatar down and bring it back. Okay. Let me see. Well, let me leave the studio and come back. Okay, so I just left and came back. It said take my avatar down. Let's see. I don't know what the hell's going on. Hey, 2 cents. Y'all can't come into the chat. Am I like on some other line? This is weird. I've never had this happen before. Let me see. He said I would ride with Deontay Wilder. He says maybe you have to take your avatar down and bring it back. I just left out the studio, came back. I don't know. It's something when the internet went down. It's just something weird happened. Like motherfucker in the Twilight Zone or some shit. Man, this damn stream, y'all, they be doing some weird things. But I'll drop the link and hopefully, see my people will come back. But I don't know. I just left out, came back. There they go. Well, let me see. Well, DJ, so you gotta connect. You gotta open your mic. So there you go. So yeah, I think they just need to click the link. So it says recording. What the hell is going on?
Can you hear me?
I don't know what the hell. That is weird. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I don't know what's going on. This is weird. I have no idea. DJ, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I don't know, man. Let me see. Let me try my other internet, because this is weird, man. What the hell's going on? I don't know what the hell's going on. It's like I see the I'm having technical difficulties here. It's like y'all can hear me. I can't hear them. What's going on? Let me see. I think you got to open your mic, DJ. Let's see. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hello? Can you hear me?
You still can't hear me?
Let me see. Can you hear me? DJ.
Oh, it's asking for a recording. It's asking, I'm typing in the chat. Can you hear me? It's asking you to record.
To record?
Oh, so you heard me say that?
Yeah, I heard you say that, but I don't know what that is.
So, yeah, you don't have to record no, but that's what it had up there. It say you're in the show, and up under that box it said uploading recordings. Stay in the studio until recordings are uploaded.
I don't know what the hell that is. That must be some new stuff they got going on.
Yeah, they want to they ain't get the information and act like it there. Conspiracy theory. Yeah, man. But I was listening to that conversation y'all was having about Saudis putting their hand in the middle of. Well, I think I think they're doing boxing a better service than Rising. You know what that is? That's their Japanese boxing company. You got to go all the way to Japan to fight. And they do the same thing like Saudi Arabia was doing, throwing them early morning fights. Like American boxing fans didn't see Anthony Joshua fight Joseph Parker versus Deion. I mean, hardcore boxing fans did, but like the people that host clubs and parties and stuff like that, they ain't see it.
Yeah. I mean, it's like everybody's trying to, they the new kid in town, but it's exciting because look like they're gonna give us some of the fights that we always wanted to see. Look like they pushing boxing forward. Like we're waiting for the PBC schedule to come to see what they got in store for everybody. With Showtime up out of here, it's kind of created a vacuum, kind of like HBO did when they left.
I think they money longer than Triller too. You know how Triller got into it and got right out of it. Then the Zone got into it, but at one time, it was a narrative that the Zone won't make it. So I think it's just some more people getting into the midst of it. Because why not? It's wide open. Like boxing is not monopolized like football, or basketball, or soccer, and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So why not get in
Right.
on it? You know? Yeah.
Right. It's almost like it's an investment. Get in while it's good. You know, got to
Yeah.
understand what you're looking at. You know what I'm saying? Make your little
Yeah. Right.
dividends and then get the hell on, like Triller did.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Triller. Because, you
And
know,
see,
Jake
and they,
Paul, he can't miss, man, with all them bullshit ass fights. He's making money hand over fist.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. And they got a lot. So you got to think like people who's into marketing, they probably don't know not now boxer stat like we do and none of that stuff, but they see those numbers moving and they know that it's a lot of money out there on the table. So, you know, they grab it, you know, like they gonna turn that like say for instance a person like Ryan Garcia or whatever, who else that's a famous boxer, Floyd Mayweather, you know, those numbers and stuff like that. Well, I just use Floyd Mayweather. He got somebody in his corner to know, you know what I'm saying, how to make those numbers turn into money. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
so those people see that, they see that shit. Like you got Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, who else they was hitting it. Tank told him to send him 2 Lamborghinis. You know what I'm saying? But you got those people. They Terrence Crawford. You got those people out there on the table who got these names, and these folks can make some money off that shit. You know, like American boxing can too, but you know, it just, I guess it's like people feel like, you know, like they tired of the same old circle of people getting the money. You know what I'm saying? Or the same old gatekeepers over here doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Not sharing the wealth. So when they see it somewhere else, they feel like they can get a bigger cut of the pie, you know, other than the contracts they would normally get from an American promoter or marketing company.
Well, I can definitely see that because you see fighters trying to move in different directions. You see how Devin Haney's moving and Bill Haney's moving. People are trying to find their
Mm-hmm.
own way to control their own destiny, even if it's to their own detriment.
Right.
And you can see it, you know, because these fighters, you know, once you start making money, it's easier to get money. Once you become a multimillionaire like a Bud Crawford or Errol Spence Jr., you can invest back into these fights. You can invest. You can make money by getting your own fighters, like Frank Martin, like Errol Spence Jr. Going to make
and hosting your own shows. Like, see, that's one thing that like Floyd Mayweather be talking shit, but he have revolutionized a lot of stuff in boxing. Like you get like that Tank Davis fight here in Atlanta, you know, and you know, I had a gripe. I'm like, how in the hell is this man able to walk up on the ropes, talk to the fighters, you know what I'm saying, and not get kicked out? But I'm like, oh, he paid for Phillips Arena. That's his ring. That's his security. That's his referee. You know what I'm saying? He paid to be able to do that.
He paid the cost to be the boss.
Right. You know, and so you don't necessarily have to get a Phillips Arena or it's called State Farm Arena. You don't necessarily have to get one that big, but you know, you can compete with Don King. You know what I'm saying? How he get the little ballrooms and stuff like that, and invest back into the fight. You know, like make your money work for itself while the getting is good. So like a fighter like Devin Haney or whatever, he got a little money. Now host your own bouts. You want to be your own man and really step up the ranks and really know how it works, especially when it comes to what he just witnessed from the whole boxing game. You know, the whole boxing game was like well, now this is the thing now, Paul Counter. Floyd Mayweather told Ryan to keep the 3 pounds, forget trying to make it. Devin Haney should have known that he could have pulled out the fight. What's another one? No hydration, you know what I'm saying? All that kind of stuff. But when you start to do your own, events, those things won't be missed. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of those other promoters and managers and stuff like that, they gonna come in and negotiate a certain way, and then he gonna be able to pick up on games. So that's what they should do. They should invest into back into their community, back into the sport. You know. and then hire
All right.
people like you to do the commentating. You know.
Oh, I would love that, man. I've been to say something to get fired, shit, real quick. You know what I'm saying? They're like, hell no. That shit is so politically incorrect. They're like, he calling people gay and shit.
Who the fuck the judge?
That motherfucker just caught them wood choppers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had my ass up out of there real quick, cause my shit be all fucked up. My commentary be fucked up for real. But yeah, I feel you though. Things are opening up. You know, as we advance in boxing, this shit is changing so fast.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at Ryan Garcia. You know, look what he did at the weigh-in. Just some, just some different shit, man. You know, like I was asking at 2 cents. What do you feel about Mayweather? I think I seen one of your videos. And how do you feel about Mayweather giving Ryan them the strategy to come in there overweight? How do you feel about that? I think you asked me that the other day.
Yeah, so I feel like Mayweather is the king of catchweight. You know what I'm saying? He know how to.
Oscar De La Hoya.
Yeah, right. And Canelo Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? He the king. He the king of catchweight. So he know how to. He know what it takes. Like he know what it takes to get to a certain weight. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
Because he fought at 152, 147, 144, 140. Well, you know what I'm saying? He know what it takes to get to those different weights. So, you know, it's like just being on that type of time. Like he know if I catch Canelo at a catch weight, for him to get down to this right here, he gonna be, you know what I'm saying? He may have some power, but I can drain some of the power if I can get him down, you know. And then he give Tank Davis that recipe. So him telling Ryan Garcia this thing is he already up on top of it. You know what I'm saying?
Putting them up on game.
Yeah, like as long as you ain't five, so you disqualify yourself if you 145. But
right,
144. I mean, if you 144, you disqualify yourself.
Yeah, they're gonna make you lose the weight if you if you rat under, if you ain't at 143, they're gonna make you lose the weight, or the fight is off.
Right, and then that's gonna drain you. Right, that's gonna weaken you. So you can get that's the mark you want to be at. So he came right at the mark and wasn't he was disqualified for the belt, but he wasn't disqualified to fight. So that at that space right there, Devin Haney should have known that, like his management should have known that he could pull out. You know what I'm saying? He could pull out the fight because of the possibility of what might happen. You know what I'm saying? And being that he's being the bigger guy, you know, I would think his management probably should have known that thing. You know what I'm saying? But they all dropped the ball.
They probably did know, D. It's just that when they threw that 1.5 million at him for losing, I think that greed got to him. I think
yes, sir. I feel that too.
I think that was the icing on. They knew they would go for it. You know what I'm saying? So you know, that's what kind of blinded them, threw a little sand in their face, you know what I'm saying, to blind them for the punch. And the punch,
well, he could have said, y'all overweight, you owe me, plus I ain't find you.
Mm-hmm.
He could have got real dirty.
Yeah, but the whole con was to sell him that he wasn't ready. That he wasn't ready for Dev. That's why he was doing all that extra shit. You know what I'm saying? To really deceive Dev, like, you know, he was freaking out and all this kind of stuff, which was, why do we have to do this shit in boxing, bro? Why can't we just fucking fight? You know what I'm saying?
And then, and then where Mayweather showed that man that tape. See, Mayweather exposing when he did a panel the other day with Zab Judah, and he was like showing how you supposed to throw the jab. You know what I'm saying? He knew Devin Haney hadn't learned. Say it again.
Yeah, I saw that. I had it up yesterday. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like he was like, that ain't how you throw a jab. You know what I'm saying? It's like he got a sharp jab, but that's not how you supposed to throw it. You know, that's not how you supposed. And if Floyd Mayweather know this, Derrick James know this. Yeah, they gonna teach it to Ryan. You know what I'm saying? So when Ryan see it, he gonna shoot the right. You know what I'm saying? That's why Ryan Garcia said, "Imagine if I knock him out with a right." You know, because he know how his hands are down.
Well, that and
his hand down and his chin is up. So
with Ryan having that size, he's able to take advantage of it where other fighters couldn't. So Devin never really understood he had to correct and make that adjustment. Like Floyd, the point he was making was, Floyd always kept his hand up by his chin. You know what I'm saying? And he threw it from the position, not over his shoulder, but kind of like inside his shoulder. You know what I'm saying? And forward. And he said he said other shit is amateurish, right? But at the same time, I think he was settling scores too, with Bill Haney and just kind of like, just wiping a little crap on him. You know what I'm saying? Just to come out and say this kind of shit. He's real passive aggressive. He's it's so painful how passive aggressive he is.
Yeah,
just
coming out.
Go ahead.
And I think like the Mayweather gym showed Devin a few tricks or whatever, but I think they probably left a little premature with getting rid of Floyd Senior. You know what I'm saying? And let him learn a little bit.
Said something interesting. Somebody said something interesting. Maybe Bill got jealous of the relationship between Dev and Mayweather, because once you done build something from scratch, you don't want to see somebody greater than you take it over. You know what I'm saying? And it's like a lot of ego probably came into that. We don't know what happened between Mayweather and Bill, but somebody put it out there. It's like you probably was a little jealous of the relationship that was formulating between Mayweather and Dev. Now, I do
because
believe
he said something like, "I took my son and I did it myself." You know what I'm saying? Like that's a real selfish thing to say, because you didn't do it yourself. You had Eddie Hearn at one time, you had Bob Arum at one time. You didn't do it yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that's real selfish to say it like that.
Well, I mean, Mayweather kid did stab another chick. You know what I'm saying? So you don't need two motherfuckers out here with butcher knives and shit stabbing people. You know what I'm saying?
His daughter did it again, or his son? Who did? His daughter did it again?
No, she just did it that one time. But I'm just saying, if your kids out here stabbing people with butcher knives and shit, you don't want Dev doing the same goddamn thing. Goddamn, he lose, that motherfucker lose and shit. He just come across there and stab your ass. You know what I'm saying, bitch? You know what I'm saying? Your ass. So,
that's my thing. The you being the parent or you being the foundation. I don't think that you lose that position because you hired a better manager to control to run the office, or you hired a better trainer to do the mitts. You know what I'm saying? And your kid like that.
It's about the
your
credit,
kid really clinging on to that person in the office. Like, oh, this person in the office really showing me the business, and this person with the mitts really showing me how to throw my shots. You don't lose your position. I mean, but
it's about who gets the credit. It's about who gets the credit. Like, want to be able to say, I did. Like he said, you seen what I did with my son.
Yeah, that stuff.
Credit, recognition.
If you believe me, he was alluding to the little girl. You know what I'm saying? Because he can't really fuck with Floyd on no boxing shit. So he had to bring it to the personal.
That man brought it to the man children, then he brought it to. You gonna talk about you ain't never knocked me for no chick? How the hell y'all get to that?
Floyd been boxing his whole life. Y'all know he wasn't raising them kids.
Right. They parents was. Then he got a whole squad of family from his uncles and his mamas and his aunts, and you know what I'm saying, then their mamas, and you know what I'm saying. He had a whole squad to be able to focus on his fight, so his kids can grow up healthy. Now their decision what they do during the time, like, you know what I'm saying, like shit, my dad hang with 50 Cent and Ray J. Hell, I can hang with Lil Yachty and Drake,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but
So, and then those choices right there as well, that separate. I mean, that's where you be a parent at. You know what I'm saying? And you start telling them, you know what I'm saying? Like T.I. said about King, man, King gonna end up where he don't want to be. You know what I'm saying? So,
that's a little ugly little dude. Ah, damn. That's a little pop-eyed little bastard, isn't it?
He gonna
God
go into his
damn, that's
looks,
pop-eyed.
boy. He gonna go
hey,
into
but
his
listen
looks.
though, his mama from Old National and his dad from Bankhead, and they'd expect him not to be a product of both of those neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying?
He is not from them neighborhoods, though. How are you a product of them? He ain't got no reason to be acting
Because
like that.
because the personality don't change. Like how they say you can take the person out the hood, but you can't take the hood out of the person. So that them personalities don't change. That
I mean,
the
but
philosophies don't really
T.I., I
change.
heard T.I. not even from the hood. He's from the suburbs for real.
could
So
be. I mean, when I was in Atlanta,
Mapleton
he
and
was hot.
Bankhead, they like right there together though.
I stayed over there.
Yeah,
I stayed
Mapleton,
over
they
that
ain't too
area.
far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're probably like 10 minutes
I was
apart, Mapleton and
at
Bankhead.
Fulton Industrial. Shit, I was right there on
Yeah,
Fulton
all that
Industrial.
stuff.
Shit. When
Yeah,
I
all that
was there
stuff
when
is
Gucci
together.
Man was making videos and stuff.
Man, nah, my husband grew up in the hood. I'm talking about the hood of hood. Parents was, on drugs and this and that. My son barely even listen to rap music. That being a product of that and all that, like that it don't have to be like that. He's literally making a conscious decision to be like that. Them are not his
Right,
circumstances. That's not quote unquote all he knows. He's making a decision to be like that.
I agree with that. I
Well,
agree with
that's
that.
T.I. issue. I mean, the problem is he looked like his mama, but he want to act like his daddy. That's his problem.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He need to look like his daddy and act like his daddy instead of look like his mama. You know what I'm saying? Act like his damn daddy. He want to act like his daddy because he's small. I mean, he's funny looking. It's just like that ain't gonna work in the hood, bro. You got to, I mean, he look like a damn frog or something. I mean, he just don't look right. I'm sorry.
But listen though. Remember, see if y'all can remember when T.I. was that same age, around that same age, he was just as bad. That man was just as bad. And I'm talking about he was so bad. He was trying to go all the way to Texas to fight Lil Flip. Y'all don't remember that? That man was off the chain, man, when he was young.
Yeah. T.I. was a little dickhead. He really was. He really was.
Yeah,
But just like.
that's different though.
But I mean, when your son grow up rich, he need to be trying to do something else, man. Instead of
Right.
be this reality superstar, and you just come off like people see your weaknesses. One thing about the hood, people they take advantage of you if you're weak, and you can see that kid is weak. He's a spoiled rich kid, and he need to stay in his area. Because anybody who come around him, they're gonna be thinking, take his ass ransom, anything, take his chain. So that boy is he's small, man. He just look, like them little dogs that inbred and shit, and they be weak and they
Oh
they
yeah,
die in like 6 months. Yeah, he's like a little inbred or something. He just look weird.
Chihuahua.
Yeah. And his daddy be folding them up on goddamn videos. It's like, why don't y'all stop that shit and act like some grown people? All of them need to. What's going on, PGH, big dog? Because they always out acting immature. Now I think Tiny, she could be mature at times. It's just that she just used to them. She didn't let it go on too far.
And see, like with Floyd, the daughter, because she dealt with the rapper boy, you know what I'm saying, NBA young boy, you see her in media, but them other kids, you don't too much, you know what I'm saying, see them out there crashing out or doing much,
I don't know. It's just this generation would crash out over old cereal, or they'll just crash out over any goddamn thing. They be overly emotional. Some of it is an act. Some of it is just crack baby shit. They just be You know, it's the thing to be dysfunctional and toxic. You heard Gorilla a while back talking about be toxic in your 20s. You know, it's your I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, girl, you don't know what the hell you talking about. You know what I'm saying? You wasting time, not learning other skills of how to get along with people doing that shit. Then you creating curses for the future. The way you act now is the way you're gonna act later in life. So it's like if you don't learn how to get along with people when you're young, you definitely not gonna get along when you get older because you be set in your ways and people gonna not like you, right? Or want to be around
Mm-hmm.
you. So, I don't know. It's like we just creating a whole, what I'm saying, a whole curse on ourselves by teaching ourselves to be stupid like this. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, this is wild, man. What's going on? Who's real in the building? Do it all 36 say, then why ain't pop up? Who said, all the Ti music and images based on being hood, gangster, and thug. That was the thing back then. But now
Mm-hmm.
that nobody knows how to push rap besides Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole and people like that. We've got, different artists who knows, but look like they're going through the beef thing, trying to get
Mm-hmm.
some interest in their music. But nobody wants to hear no fucking positive, happy rap. They just don't. It don't sell. It don't sell well.
Yeah, yeah. We call it party music now. What I've noticed me being in this music thing that a lot of promoters they don't want to book the drill no more. You know what I'm saying? At one time they was, but now they don't want to book it no more. But the thing is, the only music besides that is some R&B ass stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you
Mhm.
know, it's like you got to get back to that vibe, to that frequency, and the only way we get back to that frequency is, I mean, it's an uphill battle because you got uh we're in the age of influence more or less than the age of creators. You know what I'm saying? So
Uh-huh.
influencer got more say like over what's hot and what's not than the people that's actually creating. Like you can sit and make your cartoon, and I can come in like this shit here fire. You need to go to Cartoon Network. You know what I'm saying? But then you'll see
Hmm.
another nigga make a box cartoon get the deal before you because he got some influencer to do the commentary.
Well, I think if they brought the Boondocks back, what I'm saying, I think that, believe it or not, that's a more uniting type of forum than anything, say
Mhm.
for black people. When the Boondocks was in,
Mhm.
look like that's when our culture started really shifting. It's almost like that
Mhm.
was some kind of prophetic warning, if you will. Because if you
Mhm.
look at everything that happened on the Boondocks actually came to pass. And this was like in the
Yeah,
90s. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That I think the Boondocks was everything that he was saying, and maybe that's why they shut him down.
Well,
You
and
know,
then so the nail in the coffin is the one episode of Boondocks made with Tyler Perry crying because he got kicked off TV. Jamie Foxx actually just made the movie. And so
hmm
Tyler Perry company, they reach out, they confronted Jamie Foxx's company for producing the movie.
well, they
So
made
they
one
got
episode. He got one of the episodes shut down where he was a gay cult leader. You know what I'm saying? He had Tyler Perry as a gay cult leader, right?
Mhm.
Where he was after grandpa.
Let me see if I can find the
and then,
motherfucker for you.
they shut it down, man. You know what I'm saying? Because he was a wig
Her
wearing Medea
cartoon.
type.
That is
Yeah,
my
did you see
favorite
that?
cartoon. Yes.
Did you see that? Boy, Tyler Perry shut that
Mhm.
shit down. Had that shit shut down, man. Oh man. He's like, what up, broski? What's going on,
Oh yeah,
my
that's
brother?
what it's called. It's called Not Another Church Movie.
Mm,
Yeah, that's
mm.
the name of it, Not Another Church Movie. So Tyler Perry team confronts Jamie Foxx.
Are they making
Have
fun
you
of them
noticed?
like on some scary movie stuff?
It's a scary movie, but but they yeah, they doing the business to him, and he mad about it.
Yeah, have you
And
noticed
now about it.
Terry Fox trying to distance himself from P. Diddy and all the motherfuckers? He's trying to distance himself. Yeah. And your
Mm,
girl, what's her name? Beyonce. She
yeah.
trying to they all trying to distance themselves. Jay-Z trying to distance himself from P. Diddy and
Mm-hmm.
everybody's trying to distance themselves, from all this craziness that they're finding out that went on. Hmm.
Jay-Z made his exodus a long time ago.
That motherfucker.
he He dipped on them niggas a long time ago. I know he made his exodus when I started saying the fact that him and Dame Dash should never link up. Him and Kanye West would never hang out again together. He distanced himself a long time ago. Kanye West used to cry about that. He used to, Jay-Z, why won't you pick up the phone? Thank you, little baby. Both of their babies were born at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Little Northwest and Blue Eye, that man was crying. Man, why won't you pick up the phone, man? Our kids
I
don't
don't
even
get
know
it.
each other.
I mean, he shouldn't have. To me, he should have been trying to. Conway should have been trying to get away from Jay-Z. He the one looking like Bassett or whatever, the gay painter or whatever. I mean, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? You would have seen that motherfucker would have popped out of the barbershop with that shit. I was like, hell no, nigga. Hell no. I said, you look like that gay painter, my nigga. Said Jeff, he says perk 30 babies. So you see Beyonce was talking about divorcing Jay-Z and stuff, looked like she got out of that drug induced state just long enough to
Mhm.
see what was going on, you know what I'm saying? It's like so it's a lot of craziness going on in the world, man, with the
Yeah.
entertainments and stuff because they influence Generation Z for sure. They
Mhm.
really they then you got Meg Thee Stallion who's pushing this Planned Parenthood situation out there for people to eat on and to try to influence the youth to look at Planned Parenthood as if it's birth control or something. Um, man, it's a lot of evil agendas going on, and she's out there like really pushing the shit, man. I'm like, wow. What do you think about that, too, Sen? I mean, I hope that ain't too personal. You there, 2 cents? I guess 2 cents to hell with that. She don't want the
Who you said
Illuminati after
made the
her.
stallion?
Yeah, yeah, she's out there
That
pushing.
girl.
She's out there pushing Planned Parenthood. You know what I'm saying? And that's like the clinic, right? The abortion clinic.
Oh yeah. Yeah, with Margaret Sanger. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So pushing
Yeah.
that bullshit. It's. I guess you're right. Can't get started with Cat Williams. He started exposing these people. You know what I'm saying? Some of
Mhm.
the truth
He
is gonna
started
come
the,
out
he started
2000.
the year off with it.
But it's a reason why it's coming. It's a reason why.
And everybody, I'm talking about everybody since Cat Williams did it, everybody don't want to start this. Cause I ain't never like all these people coming at Drake. I'm like, hold on. Now I get it, but you got those of us who are creative and been saying it for years, like, how is he number one rapper? He don't write his own rap. You know what I'm saying? Why how he keep winning those awards and stuff like that? And now the year of exposure, shit, everybody going against that dude. And
Well, it's
man,
like,
you heard the Chris
yeah,
Brown even going against Migo.
yeah, I saw that. So well, you know how it is in rap. To make some money, you got to have drama, right? Got to
Mm-hmm.
create some drama. And these guys are not writing their bars no more. It ain't
None
even
of them.
like that. Mm-mm. Not even Lil Wayne. Even Lil Wayne got a song where he said he don't have time to write like that no more.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just kind of crazy how things are just kind of manufactured now. Ain't nothing original. I think I think Kendrick Lamar probably one of them ones that probably J. Cole or somebody somebody who's got
Mm-hmm.
that old school
Yeah.
spirit probably still which yeah, I mean
Mm-hmm.
you see it you see it just like you see it in boxing. Things are changing fast, and it's hard for the old heads to accept the way these guys' spirit is about fighting. They'll fight but about once a year. People are cool with that. They cool with that. What you
So
say,
what do you think
DJ?
about this? Who you think Devin Haney gonna fight next?
Sandor Martin,
Yeah.
which is a good fight for him, but it's going to be a while before we can face him with a broken jaw. Don't you think?
Yeah. So if it is it how fractured how fractured is it?
Well, they say, well, I mean, I don't know how fractured it is, but you saw how puffy his jaw was. So, I mean, if he got a broke, they probably gonna have to put some wire in that thing. So it's probably gonna take, say damn near a year, for that thing to, saying, to depending on how bad it's cracked. Saying? If you looked at how Ryan got all up in his ass, it's probably pretty bad. He kept getting caught with the same punch on the same side, the left hook, saying, to the right side of the jaw.
Mm.
So it's
They
probably
say
going to be.
about 6 weeks for it to heal up. So
Oh, I think
that's
longer
about
than that,
two.
probably. Especially if you got the other side too. You know what I'm saying? This is a debacle, man. See my man get toe back like that. Mm, 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 mm. Boy,
Hey, hey,
they had the general fucked up. Boy, the general was fucked up. I went over to his page when everything, because he's
mm,
close to Devin Haney. He's close to Devin Haney, 78. And
mm.
went over there, and man, he was fucked up, bro. I was fucked up, but damn, the general was fucked up by this shit, man. Um,
See,
just
that's my thing. I'm such a boxing fan. I'm such a fan of fighting to where I'm such a fan of sports. It don't matter who it is. Like I like LeBron James, but your ass get dunked on by move out. Don't get mad about it. Get up. You know what I'm saying? So that's the
right,
same thing with boxing, man. Your ass, like I like Errol Spence, Terry Crawford got on your ass. I like Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia got on your ass. You know. Shit,
right, right.
I like Deontay Wilder. You know what I'm saying? Tyson Fury got with you, man. You know what I'm saying? I think he could have beat the hell out of Joseph Parker, but he was a little, you know what I'm saying, gunshot from the Tyson Fury shit. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
I think now he gonna beat the hell out of that. I think he ain't gunshot no more. I think he gonna beat the hell out of that Japanese dude. He gonna Deontay Wilder back. He gonna beat the hell out of the Japanese boy.
Yeah, he from a Zane.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Zane. Yeah, he gonna beat the hell out of him.
From a Zane. Yeah, Zane can fight though, man. Zane can fight. I mean, he's slow and everything, you know what I'm saying? But he got a high boxing IQ, man. He can break shit down. I listened to him break down Deontay Wilder fight, and he was dead on, man. I was like,
But see, I think
mm,
in the last few rounds of that Joseph fight, Deontay Wilder got back mean. He got back mad. I'm like, oh, I couldn't wait for that. I'm like, it took you this long to get back mad. You know what I'm saying? So now I think he back mad. I think he gonna beat the hell out of that, but and he got a little more discipline, a little more skills.
yeah, it takes a while. It takes a while before you can like really get that style down. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have enough time with Malik Scott to
Mm,
to implement that style for that fight with Fury. They hadn't had enough time together. But I
mm.
mean, he should be coming around now. He should
Yes,
definitely be
sir.
coming around. You know, if he,
And
he's
Terrence Crawford better beat the hell out of that cherry picking can go wrong, man. He better beat the hell out of Mandarova, whatever his name is, Mandrova.
hmm Yeah, I was trying to get
Mandamova.
this. Did
Mandamova.
you did y'all see the standoff for Terrence Crawford and this wood chopper?
Nah, you got it.
Let me see. I'm trying to look. I'm trying to get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to. Let me see. Let me see. You got Pitbull, and then you got Crawford them right there. Let me see. That's Miller and Andy Ruiz right there. That's Gerald Miller and Andrew Ruiz.
Oh, okay.
That's Pitbull and Rayo Venezuela, Jose Venezuela, right?
Mhm. Pitbull against some hard.
He's a personal champion, man. That motherfucker ain't gonna let that shit go. Now here's Bud Crawford and this wood chopper. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's short. Well, he's supposed to. They listed him as 5'8.5". That's
I
bullshit.
thought who Bud Crawford 5'8".
No, they had the wood chopper here.
5'8"
They
and a
had
half.
him. Yeah, they had him at 5'8.5." Well, from what I saw, he looked like he's significantly shorter than Crawford. Or maybe that's just the angle. I don't know. Yeah, Crawford to whip his ass.
Yeah, he better.
Yeah, Crawford tear his ass up, bro. Like, this don't even make no sense. Trying to make sure that music don't get me kicked off here. Let's see. But look how quickly they jumped off in this shit. They jumped off in this fight so fast, man. It's like, damn. They like right after Devin went to the damn ER and shit, they started the damn press conference. Didn't waste no damn time. It says Kiki says Wilder beats Zane. Say we get the Joshua fight for sure. Yeah, I think so. He says Wilder beat AJ and then fights the winner of Fury Usyk for Undisputed in 2000. I don't think if Fury win, I don't think he gonna fight no more. That dude there, he's just a mess. He's a blob of mess. He says why he got to be a wood chopper. You know what I'm saying? That's what they Russians, they chop wood and shit, for the winter. That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? They wood choppers. They all look the same. You know what I'm saying? They look like wood choppers. You know what I'm saying? So he don't have to be like the Russians and stuff. He says, I hope Ray will whip his ass. He said Pitbull's getting a ego. Yeah, you could tell that boy take pride in his fights, man. I mean, he finally got him a belt, for getting for Lumaloom by Tank. You know what I'm saying? He says the kick, he said they were building up Madrimov guy as some big. I know beast. He turned out he's smaller than Bud. Yeah, I'm like looking at this shit. I'm like, gee, that's that bullshit. That's what I'm talking about. That's that bullshit where they be lying on the. I think it was what they said about Udanis Uka's reach, and they lied about his reach. That motherfucker arms are so damn long. I was like, oh my god, this nigga got like a 76-inch reach, man. It's like some of these things be off. You still there too, son? You there too?
They ain't got back yet.
Okay. Mickey Dub says Bud gonna sleep. I think so too, Mickey Dub. I think he's gonna knock him out. He might as well just hand Bud that damn belt. Cause he might as well he just another Aegis Kavalauskas. I hate to categorize him like that, but he just look like he just Kavalauskas. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. He says, I don't even care to see Wilder versus Joshua now. And that was the fear. That's why I was so upset with Anthony Joshua back in 2018 with all the bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think that.
Which said too?
I don't think they was gonna make that fight regardless. Eddie Hearn got Wilder over there so they can throw his face on them Saudi cards so they could promote it. And that's it. They wasn't gonna make that Wilder fight. I feel like regardless of the situation, because Anthony Joshua was already talking about he'd rather fight for a belt than fight Wilder.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He said He says the guy looks worse than David Avocado. I know, man. It's like I don't know, man.
A lot of people saying he could fight. It's a lot of people saying, "Oh, he could fight. He had a good amateur pedigree. He could fight." But I'm like, even if he can fight, the experience gap is huge. He only got 10 fights.
Yeah, you don't have the experience, man. It's just not going to work.
I think Bud just trying to test that 154, see what it feels like. You know what I'm saying?
Earl Spence would never.
Earl Spence going for Fundora. Earl Spence really want to see what 154 feel like.
He would never fight a opponent of that caliber. That's why he said he don't do tune-ups, because he doesn't want to fight that level of competition. He said he don't want to give his fans that.
Right, cause that shit is any given Saturday shit. But yeah, get in there and get goddamn caught, boy. That bell get wrong, boy. It is what it is. Shit. It is what it is. Hey man, I gotta get my day going, man. I'm appreciate you for letting me up, pull account. I'm gonna catch y'all in a minute. I'm gonna be listening from the chat.
Oh, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? I got to travel to Houston and you know what I'm saying, start my new trick in life. But yeah,
what part of the H you going to, for?
shit. I don't know what part it is, but shit, you know, I mean Houston's so goddamn big.
Yes, it is.
But yeah, I'm going down there to train and stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? So I'm glad I was able to get all this time in with everybody. 'Cause I'll be in training and everything. So I'll be getting it in when I can. And because I'm be back on the road here sooner or later. But you know, it is what it is. You know, glad that came on and got us a short stream in. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to 2 Cent Boxing. You know what I'm saying? Please, you know, so I want to see some of my influence go how far it goes. Get up to 1,000 subs. If you could take time out to do that, I appreciate it. But you know what I'm saying, if I come on tomorrow, I will. I think I will be able to come on tomorrow. Yeah, probably tomorrow. Probably next 3 days I should be able to come on early in the morning. And but we're gonna end this one today because I got to get up out of here. And see you guys tomorrow, man. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Brian, with the winning team? Make sure you subscribe to 2 Cent Boxing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let's get over 1,000 subs, you know. Yeah, show. I mean, I want to show my influence out there. You know, always flexing for the honeys out there. So
I appreciate it, boy.
All right, now. So see you guys in the next one. Peace out. You know what I'm saying? Peace unto you. You know what I'm saying? All that. All blah blah blah. Well, you know all that. Peace out, y'all. Oh boy, I'm tired.